Yo, what is good, my quick crypto family and my coin factory family? And of course, we've got another daily live stream for you, stream number 90, but I know precisely why you are all here today. In particular, Bitcoin is doing absolutely insane right now. You know, earlier today, breaking 70k for the first time in a very long while, and now it's rallying towards its all-time high at $74,000. It's doing incredible, and this is all in, relations in conjunction with what I believe would happen. As I mentioned in my previous streams, I thought Bitcoin would rally towards its all-time high pre-election, which is now only 1 week away. I think that's why Bitcoin's rallying, because we're only 1 week away from potentially history in the making, a generational run, so to speak. But addressing the elephant in the room, of course, Bitcoin's pumping and everything else is pumping with its Swedes up massively, 14.5%, Tau 7%, Nakamoto 4%, projects are pumping all across the board, but then we have Casper. Casper. Don't we love Casper and its price action? Casper currently valued at 11.56 cents. Actually, the only project to my knowledge in the top 100 that is down, currently down 2.95%, now 3%. So, what is wrong with Casper? As the title says, what is wrong with Casper? Why is Casper not pumping? This is a stream where I'm going to give you some updates as per usual, what's happening with Casper right now. Bit of hoping for you all. Understand that you don't believe in Casper right now, that's completely fair. I still do. I still stand strong on my belief in Casper despite the corrections right now. I believe it's just temporary. We've got other announcements from other projects, of course, why they're doing so well. But of course, we want to find out exactly what's going on with Casper right now. Why is Casper correcting, the only project correcting right now? So we've got this here from what I follow Fanti right now. Casper, right now, in the community, people are looking for breadcrumbs. I get why. But people right now are looking for breadcrumbs, and this is what you need to remember and understand, and also what to look forward to. Hence why Casper's potential growth, its spike, is much higher than many other projects in this space right now. Because tier 1 exchanges end up soon enough will flock to Casper, and I think it will be bigger than your usual listings, and it will be. Already seen confirmation of Grayscale and Casper under consideration. Casper network is now supported on OKX wallet. OKX is also a venture of the KEF KRC20 Casplex, so there's a connection to that. Casper is already one of the assets going to be listed on Kraken exchange. When? We're still waiting for that, but we know it's going to be listed very soon, hopefully in November. If not, I'm guessing December, but I believe it will happen before the end of this year. And then we also have Binance, where Binance have already had an interview, an AMA with Casper, Nicholas Sismill and Wolfie, the head of listing for Casper, just talking about the project, and that AMA got 70,000 views, or at least 20,000 more views than their Back to India video that Binance had done. So the tier 1s, the main catalyst for price growth and price action for Casper and the crypto space, they are not here yet. Which could also explain as to why, despite the fact that crypto is pumping right now, Casper's the only one corrected, because in terms of adoption in the retail market, Casper hasn't got it. The pump is not really being done by retail for the most part just yet. At least not to my understanding. I think it's a combination of the both, but retail's still not here in full force. Majority of it though, like right now, access to Casper is limited. There's no other project in the top 100. Every single project in the top 100 even has a tier 1 exchange, whereas Casper, it doesn't. It hasn't got one yet. The closest we have right now is Kraken, but it's still not here yet. That is what we effectively are waiting for right now. That's one of the breadcrumb trails, if you will, why, despite Casper's correction, which is frustrating, of course, with Bitcoin rallying nearing all-time highs, you think everything should rally in suit, but Casper's the only one that's not. I'm not worried still, because I believe that in due time, when Bitcoin ends up having a correction cycle and the money then therefore cycles out of Bitcoin, we'll very likely see that cycle back into Casper, and everything other altcoin will correct in price. The reason why I say that is because Casper and Bitcoin, they're both seen as very similar projects, both being proof of work, both being fair launch. And here we can see, those who watched my stream yesterday, you will know that this number was 488,000. Now it's 493,000, yet the price is down. Look at the addresses and look at who is selling. Dolphins, sharks and whales, but we've seen a massive surge in crabs. Now, crabs, of course, they make up 0.17% of the supply, so it's a very tiny margin. But once more, the adoption for Casper isn't fading. If anything, it's still growing. It's just the people who can control the market have more, effect on the markets. The whales, the bigger wallet addresses holders, they're selling. Looking here, the Casper long-short ratio right now in the last 5 minutes, Kraken is very, very long on Casper. Some exchanges are also shorting of Kraken, which is quite good to see, I guess, is very long on Casper. But you go back to 24 hours ago, majority of exchanges have been shorting Casper. The only one's not is CoinEx, and CoinEx is the biggest supporter right now of KRC20 tokens, hence probably why the volume's still so high, and they're still long in Casper, because they're the biggest supporter right now. They have the most listings on the exchange. Last 15 minutes, Kraken again still very, very high. So right now, Kraken is fully long on Casper right now. It has been for the past, half an hour or so. But for the most part, we are again now bit gets now up again. So we are seeing exchanges seemingly now want to get more into Casper, but again, the price of it is still down. I do truly believe, and this is call me crazy, call me conspiracy theorist, but I believe it's manipulation. There is for what Casper is, there's little to no reason why Casper should be correcting when every other project in this space is pumping. Bitcoin is nearing all-time highs. If it breaks all-time highs in today, imagine that, or even before the end of this week, we're going to see very strong signs of a potential rally. Of course, then the victor in the election, whoever wins it, will determine the direction of Bitcoin following that as well. Regardless, crypto is going to go up in the next year or so, but what happens immediately after that will be determined by whoever wins the election. But again, Casper, where it's at right now, I'm sure people are panicking, people are flooding it. I'm expecting to see a lot of comments throughout the stream, people flooding Casper saying it's terrible, and I'm just going to roll with it. I mean, what more can I say? Things will go up, things will go down, but I'm still confident where Casper's going to go because of what's incoming for it. Casper is easily one of the most undervalued, underrated cryptos, and I agree with that statement. And as I said before, Casper is the only crypto that justifies the currency tag, and that also, to an extent, I agree with. The one that's actually the trilemma solver, and one that's actually trying to, it's all these other crypto projects trying to get implemented into the monetary system right now, but Casper has the technology to actually do that, being true to the cryptocurrency. All the other projects are cryptos, but not cryptocurrencies, because they're centralized. They're losing one of the main things that made them cryptos, meant to be away from a government force or a single entity for everyone. That's what crypto is meant to be. When ZK rollups come, you won't get time to buy this low ever again. This comes back of what Shai was saying here, that he will repeat this 10 times over if necessary. That KRC20, the launch of it, was the single largest and most successful in production experiment in the history of proof of work. And I agree. Completely wholeheartedly agree, but that's proof right here. You can stack all of these 5 bars on each other: Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, Bitcoin Cash, and Dogecoin, and Casper is still over 2 times bigger than that. Casper has been incredible for Casper. And this massive lengthy post here from Cordan OU here, ultimately just going into detail on what was discussed at the Casper Innovation Summit. The summary of it is Casper positions itself as a better L1 by leveraging innovations like DAG architecture and native ZK support to provide a streamlined, efficient blockchain solution. So smart contracts and DAG, the perfect unison of what's going to transform this space, make Casper the most dominant in this space, because this reduces complexity, increases security, and improves user experience. Casper's centralized nature and commitment to innovation makes it a promising project. If you're holding Casper for price action, immediate price action, then I don't know when that's going to happen. I would like to believe it'll be soon, because where crypto's going right now. But at the same time, if you're holding Casper for price action, then I don't think you're in the right place. You should be holding Casper for what it's going to be in the future. If you want it as an Casper, for me again, it's a long-term investment. This is frustrating, of course. I sympathise with everyone here, myself included. Of course, I'm not happy that Casper's necessarily going down, but I'm not, I'm not bothered at the same time, or to a great extent, because for a long-term holding, these corrections, these minuscule 2-3% corrections when everything else is pumping, it's just like, okay, it's going down, people are trying to shake you out, so I'm going to buy more, because I believe in what Casper is going to be utilised in the system in the future and where it's going to go. Oyson Lee here, the CoinPower CEO, who's part of who's a venture of Casplex KRC20 KEF. One of Casper's mission is to carry out the issuance and circulation of USDT/USDC on the Casper network to get stablecoins on Casper's network. This is also an inevitable process under CoinPal's vision of digital currency payment applications and popularization. For how USDT/USDC is issued under Casper through Casplex, please refer to USDT under the ONME protocol under Bitcoin. However, illogical construction, especially infrastructure proposals, is often not achieved overnight and requires continuous patience and focus. Ultimately, all Alicia's saying here, there's big things coming to Casper, stablecoins, everything else coming to Casper, Casplex, and it's inevitable it's going to happen. But they won't happen instantly, they won't happen overnight. It requires patience and time, some things that people in this space severely lack. And I get it. I do. It's frustrating. I do. I sympathize to all of you who are bought Casper when it was higher, it's going down, and when Bitcoin's pumping, continuously making higher highs right now, rallying to all-time highs. Why is Casper the only one that's not rallying in suit? It's a good question. I don't have all the answers for you. I can give you reasons why. Manipulation. We are seeing the larger addresses just selling off. Why they're selling off? You could argue maybe because they don't think Casper's a good project. Maybe because they think, Casper's an Israel coin now because of what Shai's been saying on Twitter. I disagree with both those statements. I think they're selling because they're not selling all off. They're shrinking their bags, getting more into the KRC20 tokens where the money's actually at right now, and they're letting the price go down so they can buy a dip. That's what I believe. Right now, KRC20 is still doing very, very well. Despite the price corrections, now down to 57 million for Nacho, volume is still very, very high at 1.7 million. Conan, 1.4 million. Kango is still very, very high at 833,000. And Bert equally has had some very, very big announcements incoming for Bert right now. From Bert here, the sad reality is any half-decent project launch will be botted to death. That's the truth of the matter. What you see with meme tokens, bots get involved and it just ruins the project. The founders that have spent thousands of dollars and countless hours face an uphill battle right from the get-go with bots, games and memes in particular. I mean, projects in general, but memes in particular because of what they are. But Bert's Launchpad fixes this because it's cheaper, safer, greater holding distribution, project funding, and project marketing. This is what the Launchpad's coming to Bert very, very soon. Potentially this week, if not next week, and this will also help Bert have a better foundation to help become a more grounded KRC20 project in the ecosystem, to be what people say the bread of Casper. This time next week we'll be on Bitmart Exchange, so another new exchange coming to Bert, doing millions of dollars of daily volume. Our launchpad will be live, bringing passive income to Bert's project. Jeets will be buying back at a higher price. That's why you're looking at it as well right now. Right now people are jeeting Casper. Jeeting just meaning, Jeeting is a term given to crypto traders who effectively they're just trying to follow price candles, quick price actions, and they're not getting it, so they're just selling the project. Jeets are people who follow candles. They want to buy when it's up and sell when it's down, and they lose money, but they also ruin the project. They're always going to be cheats in the space. Paper hands, another word for them, and that's what's happening with Casper right now. And as Bert says, with obviously Bert in regard, but Bert saying yes, they're going to miss out. They'll be buying back at higher prices. It happens no matter what. Breaking news here from Bert. I have been contacted from an exchange you have all been asking for. I'm here again to ask for amazing Bert holders to dip into their wallets and donate. So here you've got a crowd fund for Bert to get listed on the exchange. I'm not completely sure who it is they've been asking for. I'd like to believe it's MEXC, because MEXC recently, as I showcased in my stream yesterday, MEXC have finally implemented the necessary coding, so to speak, to allow the KRC20 tokens to be implemented, whereas the post, not that one here. So yeah, we've received the confirmation from MEXC Exchange about the successful integration of the KRC20 protocol. So maybe MEXC are now going to start mass listing all projects. They've got gold in there already. Something seemingly coming very, very soon. Potentially Bert's on the horizon as well if they get the funding for so. And I mean, we all love our projects, our meme tokens. We want the price to go up. So I'm sure this will be inevitable as well. Again, CoinEx has been doing very, very big things for KRC20 as well. Right now, the price is down. One thing, again, shout out to Toggle, I think it was my man in the server, who showed this to us yesterday after my stream. It might have been Toggle. No, it was Starrider. Apologies, Starrider, who put in a post, which was it's quite a blurry image. So me showing it to you, you probably won't see it. Those who are in my free Discord server, you would have already seen it. The link is in the chat right now, in the description, also on my YouTube homepage. But effectively, this post was just talking about just not being too worried about Casper's price action right now. Basically, in short summary of what the article says, for those who may struggle to read it, who did read it in my channel, Casper's correcting price is not unusual following the KRC20 launch that happened right here. This correcting price is not unusual because of the meme tokens. History has shown us time and time again with other chains previously. You've got Ethereum, you've got Binance Smart Contract, you've got AVAXes, all these chains that have introduced meme tokens, and normally straight after memes are introduced, the project corrects because members of the community who hold those tokens, they will cycle those holdings into the memes for quicker and more volatile price gains because, well, if they believe in the project, then the memes underneath it that just launched should go up in value. That's what we've been seeing right now with KRC20. That's why a lot of people have been actually selling. That's why the price of Casper is down, to see the price, people going into meme tokens instead. That's what we've been seeing right now. I do believe in that fact. I'm not saying that's why Casper's been going down the whole time, but at the same time, once more, you can't deny the adoption that is there for Casper. It's still growing. It's still growing, as we can see once more. The addresses for Casper are nearing 500k again. This is where the hype we saw with the KDAO launch. We're nearing those levels once again. So we are not by any means lacking in adoption, we're just lacking in price. Because memes are still apparent. Memes are only been out for a little bit over about a month and a half now, and they're still very popular, and we're now getting more and more big exchange listings getting ready to adopt these projects. Someone's also made a post about potentially getting KuCoin, Gate and Bybit with them very, very soon. So the big exchanges who already list Casper are going to start listing these meme tokens, meaning we're going to probably see more money cycle out of Casper potentially into these tokens. That's a very good chance of that. So where we go from here, we'll have to wait and see. But again, Casper's adoption is not going down. Wallet holders are nearing highs, again all-time highs. And the hash rate is reaching constant new all-time highs as well. Now new all-time high of 1.3 EH. So the miners aren't disappearing, the addresses aren't disappearing. It's just the people who have more of the capital, more of the total Casper holdings. They're the ones who are selling because, well, they're probably cycling it into the memes. And this also for me is quite bullish. It's talking about Tangent, but also in Casper. Tangent here is now actually available on Amazon in these regions right here. And for me, that's bullish because, well, that's great for not your keys, not your crypto, more access to get to Tangent, which is very, very cool. But more importantly, because Tangent and Casper work very, very closely together. Again, Tangent's going to be integrating KRC20 to their Tangent in mid-November. So this is, I'm not saying it's bullish for Casper. It's bullish in general, but it can be taken as being good news for Casper as well. Being on Amazon, Amazon's one of the biggest, if not the biggest, market in the world just for buying stuff. I think everyone in the world has bought stuff on Amazon. If not, that's their main source to go and buy stuff. So they're now tending on Amazon. That's very, very good to see that as well. So Casper, yes, once more, price being down is not good. I'm sure many people are frustrated. But of course, there are many other projects in this space to make money from. If you're looking for quick money, there are meme tokens. Do your own research on those. If you're looking for good projects to invest into for long-term gains, I still think Casper's there. And the other ones in the space as well that have done very, very well that I'll get into in just a moment, as well as potential catalysts for what's incoming very, very soon, rate cuts, SEC being revamped, and so on and so forth. And as Bufflink says, she actually do these streams, be doing these daily. I know today's stream is probably a bit of a down note, but either way, still got a lot of news to cover, and it doesn't stop us from learning every single day. Then leave a like, share with your friends, and subscribe for more. Tank, what's up, my man? Welcome back to the stream. Casper has had a 50% pullback on every high. I don't understand why it's such a surprise. Buy the dip while you can. Listing pumps soon. That's also very, very true from Bufflink, and something that I can easily show right here from this all-time high region. Get the price range here. Go from its all-time high at 20.7 cents to its all-time low. It's 47% correction, but even from right now, it's a 44% correction. And if you go back, about a few months back to this all-time high region here, we actually saw a bottom out at 46, so slightly higher. We've seen a big correction previously, And even here was probably about 30% from its all-time high to here right now. 40%, 39%. But of course, this is in the so-called bad year of Casper. Everyone's hated Casper since November because it's done arguably nothing for a whole year. Well, technically speaking, you're right in that regard because Casper is actually down about 26% from its all-time high back in November. So it's done nothing in a year. I agree with that. But again, not everything's going to go up and down. I'm not even just going to keep pumping up in price. Things go up and down. That's how crypto works, how markets work. You go back to when Casper was talked to being the holy grail, being the best project in the space when it jumped from 5 to 15 cents and was just doing amazing run-ups. Even now, till 62,000% above from the beginning. Go back to when Casper was deemed as the holy grail, so to speak. This correction here. That was a 38% correction. Slightly less than what's happening right now, but still there's a correction cycle there before it returned to its all-time highs and then broke out from 5 to 15 cents following the Bybit listing. So who knows, maybe we see a repetition of this sort of market coming up to a Kraken imminent listing, coming up to mid-November time. Or more importantly, let's take this one right here, this severe correction that happened from 4 cents down to 1 cent of 72%. We saw a bear market, we saw a bull to bear market like crash in Casper in this region here. And look where it's at right now. From 1 cent, it jumped up to, right now 11, but jumped up to 20 cents. Corrections happen all the time. We've seen numerous occasions in the past year of 40 to 50% corrections. And even then, in the past, we saw corrections that were similarly around the same region. This one here near the very beginning on MEXC. This one's about a 57% correction. So we've seen corrections in Casper all the time. The difference here, though, is during this bear market, Bitcoin and crypto was doing nothing. So Casper was doing quite a lot of volatility, being quite a small project, and was pumping and dumping, coming down, 56% correction, to then flip on its head. And I don't even know how much that was there. Flip on its head to go up what? 10x? A 10x. From 0.04 to 4. It did a 10x in that time. And this was during the bear market where nothing was pumping. When Bitcoin, this is what? Let's look. This is from January 23rd to April 23rd. This is when I think Bitcoin ETFs were issued. January 23rd to, so this is where Bitcoin ETFs were issued. We saw Bitcoin go from one of its lows at 16k, doing a 89% rise to 30k. Casper did a 10x in that time. And again, in the past, before previous as well, when Bitcoin was correcting, Casper was here, coming up. And this is the MEXC chart, not the full Casper chart. This is not showing the pop from the beginning as well. But either way, so Bitcoin was correcting all down here. Casper gave down to here. When Bitcoin was still correcting, Casper started pumping. Came down. Bitcoin ETFs were issued here and started pumping up. Casper correcting is frustrating. Of course it is. I'm gonna address the elephant in the room. Of course it's frustrating. If you're holding Casper, I know you want your bags to pump. But just because we're seeing a correction right now doesn't mean that we're not going to see a correction later on. Casper might not be pumping with Bitcoin right now, and that might be frustrating, but it doesn't mean that Casper's not going to reach the bull cycle. It's its first bull cycle ever in history. And typically speaking, projects which are their first bull cycle that are big enough to catch a bull cycle is the most volatile one yet. And Casper is still a top 30 project on CoinMarketCap. It's still a very big project. Right now, market cap's dropping 2.88 billion as opposed to when it was at its all-time highs around 4.5 billion. But it's still a relevant project. People are dumping the price, but it's still a relevant project. The hash rate's still going higher. The adoption's still there. Casper's still about. It's still relevant. Its price is just not doing well. But if you keep chasing price candles, you're going to struggle in this space. When you invest into meme tokens, you want to chase, when you want to invest, right, you should be looking for projects that have real good potential. What they're trying to be utilized in, whatever their use case may be. That's the utility side of things. Of course, there are other means to look into when investing. For example, meme tokens, you don't really look for utility because they're memes. What you look for is a strong community and a cult-like incentive. So people who are going to keep that project up no matter what happens. For example, with GOAT right now, everyone's talking about GOAT, this first AI thing that Truth Terminal talked about. That's got a cult-like incentive behind it. SPX6 900, which is being cult-like incentive behind Murad. That's what you want to see for memes. Nacho, that's got a cult-like incentive behind it because it's Shy's cat, one of the first ever Chaos 20 meme tokens launched. It's the biggest. That's got a cult-like incentive behind Nacho. That's why I think Nacho's going to do very, very well. You need cult and community for meme tokens. Casper has both cult and community, but it's also got utility behind it. Some of the best utility in the space, if not the best already. What is still yet to come for Casper: KII, smart contracts, 10 BPS, ZK rollups, DAG Knight, 100 BPS. The list can go on. All the KII are going to be utilizing Casper for in the real estate market, the energy market, the commodities market, the stable coins. Rivaling what other projects are already trying to do in this space, but the difference is Casper has the scalability to match that, and because it's still scalable and quick enough to match other projects, if not surpass them, and it also has the centralization, it actually surpasses them in general. Casper's the project you want to look into for its future potential. Casper coming down right now for me is an investment opportunity of a lifetime. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. Do your own research. Check out my channel. Check out my free Discord server to find more information about crypto in general, market sentiments, economic factors, a community where we talk about other projects, but also in particular Casper as well. We'll talk about everything we can in this space, trying to learn more and more. And you understand, at least I like to believe you'd understand, where we all come from with Casper. Yes, we have a maxi mentality. Yes, maybe we're a little bit delusional. You could argue that. But I think my research is profound, and I think that I have a logical mindset of where Casper's going to go. And I think we all do. Those who research into Casper, we know what's going to be utilised for, and we see this correction as frustrating but an opportunity nonetheless. Casper in accordance to the power law, which I haven't preloaded, but I can preload it very quickly because I saved that again on my free Discord server, so it's a click of a button, whereas it is right here. The power law for Casper is currently 67.2% undervalued in accordance to the power law. So it is undervalued. That's no disagreeing that. It should be at least 24 cents right now, ideally 50 cents right now. It's not there yet. We're lacking adoption still. We still have no of these major tier ones, but again, it's not like they don't know of Casper. They are relevant. Wolfie, the head of listings for Casper, Wolfie confirmed in the past, probably about 4 or 5 months ago now. Actually, no, it wasn't been that long ago. Probably about. I've been doing these lives for exactly. Wow, it's been exactly 90 days. So it's been technically 3 months exactly. So probably in the beginning, so about 2 to 3 months now. Wolfie confirmed that. They've been talking to the top 6 tier 1 exchanges for a few months now. And we also heard in more recent roundtables that I've showcased that the tier 1s know of Casper. They don't even want money to get a little on the exchanges. They want to do the research to understand the technology because it's new, profound technology. They need to understand more about DAG Knight and know if it's actually safe or not, which we believe it is. But they need to understand it themselves. That's what we're waiting for. So what's wrong with Casper is just purely a lack of adoption, and therefore due to a lack of adoption, it means that the people who have actually taken the time to get into Casper, they can manipulate the price more. If you're on Binance Exchange, of course there'd be manipulation, but you'd have so many more people in the retail market able to get access to Casper that manipulation may not be as severe. Again, my own personal opinion may be wrong in that regard, but you'll see manipulation no matter what. That's apparent. You see it with Bitcoin all the time. I'll show you in one of my previous streams once more. BlackRock. I'll see if I can preload this quickly, because I might have it in my server again once more. BlackRock, I'm pretty sure yeah, here you go. This server makes things so much easier for me to find information when I can't find it on my Twitter page. Yeah, so this is from Crypto Rover here. BlackRock was manipulating the price of Bitcoin. Even Bitcoin, #1 asset in the world, currently sitting at a $1.4 trillion market cap and rising, nearing all-time high levels. BlackRock manipulating Bitcoin. We can see ETF volumes going parabolic. They stopped buying ETFs, or even they start outflowing a little bit, which they didn't do very much, but they did a little bit. You see Bitcoin starts correcting. Inflows again, Bitcoin goes up. Nothing happening, or outflows, comes down. Even BlackRock can manipulate Bitcoin, and Casper's not got the same level of adoption as Bitcoin, but therefore, you've got to think about it as well, right? Again, Casper and Bitcoin are quite similar, and Bitcoin Max has started adopting into Casper right now, but now that the sentiment behind Bitcoin, everyone's behind Bitcoin once more, you'll see a lot of these people probably jumping back to Bitcoin again. While Bitcoin is going through a bit of a lull phase again, where Bitcoin's not really doing much because, it's had its price action, it's going to start a little correction cycle maybe for a few weeks. You might see Casper then pumping then. It's possible. Very, very possible. Good afternoon, gentlemen, and welcome back to the stream. That chart looks like a whack of distribution. Yeah, I mean, again, Casper is very, very, like, it's decentralized more and more we're getting hold of it, but the chart right now is just looking, yeah, it's just correcting, and it's frustrating. Why is Kraken and Binance being shown on CoinGlass? They are not listed there yet. Good question. Reason why is because Kraken has futures, Casper futures, and Binance has Casper futures as well, but also has a zero fees mining pool. That's why they show up with Casper, because they do list Casper, it's just not spot listings. Spoken Seraphim, welcome back to the stream, my man. The waiting is over. For crypto, yes. For Casper, a little bit longer maybe. Miner selling Casper because of the KRC20 gains fees. Possible. Very likely, actually. Because again, right now we're seeing that people are making a lot of money for KRC20, the tokens right now. Even the miners as well. They're now getting a lot of profit from them because of how volatile they've been. So they might just be selling their tokens to, make more money off it. Very, very possible. It's funny how when Casper was at 18 cents, people wished to buy at 15. And when it's at 15, people wished to buy at 12. And now it's at 12 and people complaining. Yeah, it is. It's honestly hilarious to me. Because again, we have seen Casper correct up to 70% in the past. From 4 to, 1 cent. So 70% would be down here. Down to, 6 cents. I'm not saying that will happen. If it does happen, the FUD will be crazy. And I'll be buying so much then. Because I know the FUD is just going to be just fantastic, but I don't think it'll correct down that far. I still believe that Casper won't correct further than 10 cents. Or at least that's my belief now, but again, I'm not a financial advisor, I could very well be wrong. But with Bitcoin rallying so close to all-time highs, I'd like to believe that Casper, I don't think Casper is going to necessarily follow in suit as proving itself right now, but it'll consolidate. And that'll probably cause more FUD. And then that'll cause Casper to then have, exchanges to get into Casper when it's cheap, because it's not pumping, everything else is pumping, and then you see the price just turn on its tail and sky high. People were complaining at 20 cents, 18 cents, 17 cents to get it cheaper and cheaper. You have the opportunity now, but then people are like, oh, but it's just dying. If you believe it's dying, then you haven't done enough research into the project. That's my personal belief. Because if you've done enough research into the project, then you'll be buying more. I have not sold any Casper, and I don't plan to. Well, I do, at my take profits, which is around $1, $2, $3, $5, peak bull cycle, but even then I'm not ever going to have zero Casper. I'm going to take most of it out, but not zero. And I've not sold any Casper yet, and I don't plan to. I know that's a bit of a trust me, bro, you can't prove that, but I'm telling you, I have no reason to sell Casper. It's my long-term conviction hold. I'm holding it for years and years to come, and I believe that I have found a gem in what I'm holding. But of course, there are many other projects in this space where you can make money from, not just Casper. Other projects have to do really, really well. People don't like Sui for the most part, and I get why. Because they've got VC backing, insider selling, all this stuff. I've seen that. And I'm not confident in Sui because I don't believe in it for long term because of that fact. But again, we need to remember, we are here to make money. I choose Casper as my long-term holding to make me massive gains in the future. But there are other projects where you can make quicker gains, a bit, not meme token quick flip in a few weeks or, a few days or a few hours. Just a few years. More or less quick flip. It's a long hold, but it's not that long. Sui for me is one that I recently got into, as I mentioned in my streams in the past, and it's one that people are talking about a lot, flooding it for Casper. People are chasing candles, and again, you're within your right to do so. But I think Sui has not seen a bull cycle ever before, and once more, new projects that have never seen a bull cycle, that's where all the volume goes to. Assets like Ethereum and Bitcoin, Ethereum right now is doing terribly, truth be told, in comparison to where it should be. But Ethereum and Bitcoin, of course, are near all-time highs, are doing very, very well. Solana equally is doing crazy stuff, but there will be other projects that are new to the cycle that will do better into the ROI, return of investment, because they are new. So their sky's the limit. Like Solana obviously is reaching nearing all-time high levels, which is insane. Its all-time high was back at 263. It's quite a ways off that in regards, but it's not at the same time that far off. Right now, market cap actually is higher. It's got a higher market cap than it did back then. It's just the price is not there yet. So it's nearing all-time higher market cap right now. And Solana's one that I think is going to do, again, it can definitely go much, much higher. But again, Solana's quite an old project, so there may be another chain, like Sui, for example, that has a better ROI than Solana does. Sui right now if you look at SWE, number 18, it's got what, $5.59 billion market cap. It's not bad. Again, making a rally back to its running back to its all-time high. Got posts here saying, SWE network right now has actually hit the highest net inflows among all chains. That's a fact. Right now, the adoption right now is with SWE, which is, good for SWE, good to see. Did not mean that to rhyme, but it did. You got Raoul Pal, a very known content creator or a KOL, key opinion leader in the crypto space, who says, with Bitcoin well over 70k, I'm looking for a final confirmations from others like Solana here. But also SWE is big in its consolidation now and should be heading to new all-time highs. So potentially SWE goes on a rally. I'm holding SWE because I think it will make a decent run in the cycle. My bag and allocation in it is very, very small because I don't have conviction in it. But I want to make money, so I put a bag in it that I'm not worried if I lose it, if it goes to nothing. But at the same time, it's enough for me to, if I make money off it, great. I'm hoping SWE will go to at least $3 by the end of this year, and hoping it'll go to maybe $5 by the end of the cycle. But I'm just waiting and seeing right now. It's its first cycle, so the sky is truly the limit. You've got other projects like Tau, equally. AI is looking very, very good right now. Tau equally is one that I think is going to do insane gains in the cycle, and I've already got a little bit into Tau. We can see here that it's nearly time for AI utility to start catching the bid following the AI meme coins coming from Goat, from Fartcoin, from Goad technically as well. Goad is currently down here, $12.8 million market cap, 10,000 24-hour trading volume. It's not 10,000 24-hour trading volume. It's not doing that well, but it was doing incredible earlier. It, just in 8 hours of trading, Goad had climbed to the top 3 in volume at one point, which was 325,000. And they're now officially listed on CoinMarketCap. So Goad is getting the adoption it needs. They're also on MEXC, and also Goad is an AI meme coin in partnership, thanks to PAL. Your other projects as well, you got Desync as well, that other one's doing very, very well. And Desync's one that I do actually believe is going to do very, very well as a mid-cap token. It's not a very, very big project, but it's one that I do have a bit of conviction in, that will do some decent gains in this cycle for what AI is going to be. This is where Desync's at right now. It's at a very, very good level. And I think it has a chance to go, much, much higher. And we look at here, this post, Desync. It's got its mainnet coming very, very soon. With the mainnet launch, staking and rewards just around the corner, our latest explainer video takes you deeper into the deflationary mechanisms of driving Desync, increasing scarcity and value. This information, once more, I'm going to be providing in my free Discord server, those who want to check out for yourself. This is the other projects that I look into. I love Casper. It's my biggest allocation. 60 to 70% of my portfolio is in Casper, and it's going to stay that way because I have conviction in what I'm holding. I also want to make money to cycle profit into other projects. I use memes right now to cycle those profits into other projects like SWE or Tau or Desync, but of course mainly Casper. And these other projects, well, I hold to make gains in the cycle and then decide after that if I want to hold it. Casper, I'm going to hold it for multiple cycles. There's no doubt about that in my mind. Unless something drastic happens, I doubt it's going to happen. Casper's going to be holding for multiple cycles. These other projects I'm going to be holding and, seeing where the cycle goes, make my gains, get out. I'll make a bag, leave. It's simple as that. But there are multiple ways to make money in this space, again, stuff that I cover and I'm trying to encourage in my Discord server. There are other projects in this space to get into, not just Casper. Casper's incredible and I love Casper and I will love Casper. And it's not my biggest holding. But there are other opportunities that you need to widen your horizon to a bit. You don't want to be spread too thin. You don't want to be too what's the word? You don't want to diversify too much, right? If you're holding 20 coins, right, and you haven't got you're better off holding maybe 5 to 7 coins that you have. For example, I have 60% of my allocation, 70% allocation in Casper. Then I have about 10% in AI projects, 7% in XRP, 7% in 6% in SWE, and then 5% in gaming projects, and then 2% in memes. Those, I don't think that counts to 100, but again, my point is you understand my allocation here. Most of it in Casper, and then other parts in other projects, other sectors, DeFi, or particular projects like SWE. Another one I like also that's in DeFi, that is one that I think will do decent, like SWE, if not even better than SWE, because it's a smaller project in market cap, is C, which is currently at $1.49 billion market cap. I think it's going to be a project that's very, very well as well. Again, it's not seen a cycle before, which means the sky's the limit once more, as I've been saying. And with these sort of news you're seeing here, gold reaching new all-time highs time and time again, this is also bullish for crypto and where it's going to go, because gold and Bitcoin are seen as going hand in hand as a hedge against inflation. So we're seeing this happening more and more. We are 1 week away from, potentially a generational run with elections, with FOMC meetings, which I think the BlackRock CEO believes we're going to see at least another 25 basis point cut before the end of the year, and of course we'll see more in 2025, which is going to alleviate more pressure on the economy, meaning more liquidity can flood into the crypto market. And the SEC will also be the reason why I want to talk about politics in this video particular right now is because of the SEC, because gosh, we hate them. At least I do. Loathe them. SEC, Gary Gensler, I hate them. And in this post, this article made by the Fox Business journalist Elena Terrett here, you have an former SEC lawyer, Layden Stewart, who basically just talking about her experience, because she went from being an advisor lawyer for the SEC, who's now an advisor advocate for the crypto industry for White and Case. And in this article, she basically quotes and says to Elena Terrett that I was surprised to hear when I started working for the crypto space how much when crypto industries hate the SEC, they don't hate them because their hate for the SEC is not because they don't like Gary Gensler per se, because they don't like him. It's because crypto industries, they just want to have regulations. They want to work with the agency. That's all they want. They just want to work with them, but the SEC are just ignoring them or just lying to them, so they can't actually they can't get any guidance because they're not being provided. Despite they're saying the laws are clear, they're not providing the clear laws. And once more, which I think is very bullish, and we've been seeing stuff about this time and time again as well, with the likes of Live Think and everybody else talking about it. Ellen Stewart says that she believes that Gary Gensler won't last the rest of his term. His term ends in 2026. Gary Gensler will not see 2026 as SEC chair because both the Democrats and the Republicans hate him, loathe him. He's right now SEC chair, so regardless of who wins, Kamala Harris or Donald Trump, of course for crypto I prefer Donald Trump, but regardless of who wins, Gary Gensler will not be SEC chair for much longer. That's the belief right now. And if that happens, we'll then see a new SEC hopefully be formed very, very soon. Belief will be, a few months or a month or something or 90 days or so after the new administration comes involved. And then after that, we'll start seeing new SEC, new regulatory frameworks laid out, and crypto starting to flood in more and more way to individual adoption, flooding into crypto, trillions flood into the market. Bitcoin could jump even higher. Crypto could very, very quickly jump very quickly from its current market cap of 2.42 trillion to 5 in the span of a few. We've seen how quickly this market can change. And that goes the same thing for Casper. Even though Casper's currently correcting, things can change very, very quickly. It can go parabolic. There's no doubt about that in my opinion. Good afternoon, Beaver. Welcome back to the stream. Good afternoon, future crypto millionaires. Bitcoin new to all-time high. Yeah, hopefully coming very, very soon. Right now, again, it's really making a good name for itself right now. We can see right here, if we zoom in a little bit closer, it's reaching another region, another zone. We can see if we get our line out, our trend line or horizontal line here, right here. It's touched there again. So that's definitely a zone for it, a level of resistance for Bitcoin. So that's where it's at. I think we're going to probably see it. I mean, if it goes higher, fantastic. But I think it's going to probably be the top for Bitcoin on the daily. So we see it then start consolidating in this region for the next few days, and then leading up to the election, which is only a week away. We'll probably then start seeing it push towards here, and then depending on who seems to be more favourite to win, if it ends up being Kamala Harris, we might see Bitcoin come back a little bit, because right now Kamala Harris does seem to be pro-crypto, but she's not really talked about it as much, which is again the common thesis behind the whole community and even in the institutions as well. But if Trump ends up being the one deemed to be winning, crypto will start rallying, and we'll see it go up higher and higher, in my opinion. Is Casper the cycle? It'll be game on. Yes, again, that's what is still to come. Again, what we're lacking is regulatory frameworks and adoption for Casper, but regulatory frameworks in general. With regulatory frameworks, you'll see more institutions, we'll see institutions flowing into crypto. You'll see listings who have been too scared to list anything because the SEC will start listing projects. They know of Casper. That's what, again, Wolfie confirmed, that some listings they know of Casper, they can't list any projects because the SEC will sue them. So they have to just do nothing for now. With regulatory clarity, they can start doing that. With the new SEC, they can start doing that, listing Casper. And again, this will be Wall Street, so institutions getting involved in Casper with ETFs, which will be potentially seeing, and we know Wall Street know of Casper thanks to Marathon Digital Holdings, who their shareholders are likes of BlackRock and Vanguard and Jane Street, And Marathon have been increasing their allocation of Casper constantly since they learned about it, mining it for over a year. That's also why Casper's hash rate keeps rising higher and higher, because we are seeing Marathon getting more and more involved. Casper's going to also jump massively with 10 BPS. It's going to happen in Q1 2025, which is not that far away. It's 4 or 5 months. Will Casper miss the bull run? Good question. Time will tell. Time will tell. I personally believe that it will not, because once more, Casper has never seen a bull run in its life, and typically speaking, a big bull cycle. Typically speaking, a new crypto project, when it reaches its first bull cycle, will pump very volatile, pump a lot. And it's not like Casper's a small project. It's not, one of those microcaps no one's heard about. It's got 260,000 people on its watch list on CoinMarketCap, and it's got, its top 30. So it's a project people know about. So I think its bull cycle may be lackluster if it doesn't get tier 1 listings. But again, they seem to be imminent. Tier 1s know of Casper, and Wolfie confirmed that much as well. So I think I'd like to hope and believe, again, not financial advice, that Casper will not miss the bull cycle. And it's just it's going against Bitcoin. Not exactly what you want to hear, because it went at Bitcoin in the bear market. That was good. Doing it now is probably not the good thing. You're doing it wrong, Casper. This is when you shouldn't be going against Bitcoin. You start pumping, please. You know what? I guarantee Casper Frog's buying again. That's what it is. But yeah, I don't think I'll miss the bull cycle. I don't. I think we still got high highs coming for Casper. It's just going through a correction cycle right now. Good afternoon, Cash Ching. Welcome back to the stream, my man. Love the stream. Keep it up. Soon 100 in a row. Yeah, you're absolutely right. In exactly 10 days from now, I'll be at my milestone of 100 streams in a row. There is no way I'm missing that. I will announce now that on Thursday, which is now 2 days away, my stream will probably be starting a little bit earlier. I'll make an official announcement on my free Discord server. Those who can check it out for themselves. You'll see the announcement. I'm not sure what time I'll be doing it yet, but I have to be out somewhere. For me in the evening, 'cause I'm in the UK, so I will not be able to do stream at the same time. I have to be a little bit earlier, but I'll make sure to make that announcement beforehand. And some other dates as well are going to be a bit difficult, but I'll make sure to announce when I'm doing the streams. So you still won't miss any. Don't worry, you still won't miss any streams. Still be a daily stream. I want to make it to 100 I want to make it constantly anyways, but at the very least 100 streams in a row. Michael says, welcome back to the stream. Quick, why is Bitcoin hitting 72k? All top 100 coins are up, but Casper's the only one not pumping and dumping. Good question. I probably have answered that already in the stream. My long and short answer is manipulation. Really, it's like we're seeing, again, the bigger addresses who are just selling more and more Casper, but we're seeing the addresses actually grow more and more, like 493,000 addresses, but the bigger wallet holders are the ones that are selling. So it's just simply down to manipulation, in my opinion. People are cycling their profits from all their Casper tokens into where the money is with Casper right now, which is the KRC20 tokens. That's what I believe right now. Casper as a project and its fundamentals, what it's building, hasn't changed. It's just getting better. It's building more and more. There's still a lot incoming for it, but it's just not got the adoption yet for it to really take any shape. By the way, I saw the interview with Wolfie today, streamed 6 days ago, and he says smart contract in roughly 1 year from now. Okay, thank you very much for letting me know, Cash Ching. Yeah, I saw that someone mentioned in my stream yesterday, and I was like, okay, I need to check out for myself. But yeah, that's double confirmation now. So yeah, smart contract in roughly 1 year from now. That again, smart contracts are definitely getting accelerating more. So they're starting to do actual research into it, as I showed in previous streams. With Oyster Lee once more talking about it a little bit more. And about what's going to come with it, how revolutionary smart contract is going to be for Casper. But again, that does coincide with what I believed with, which again, with the July summit, Tom Polinsky mentioned that it takes 18 to 24 months to do smart contracts. It's been about July, August, September, October, so about 3-4 months since then. And so 1 year from now does coincide more or less with about the 18 months region, slightly under that even. So that'll be, coming to the end of the bull cycle, which means it may mean that we miss the smart contract in the bull cycle, which to me just means we're going to see a lesser correction with Casper, because smart contracts come out, we'll see probably a good pump from the community. Be like, oh yeah, smart contracts fantastic, let's get involved. You'll see it correct back down, but then with smart contracts on Casper, then the devs start building on Casper, then and people start migrating to Casper because of the smart contract. You then see its correction it'll stem the bleeding. Is the way I'm gonna use. But yeah, as Beebs is right. Yeah, nothing has changed for Casper. A lot of catalysts will still be coming. They are already fastest proof of work, fact, 10 BPS in the making still will blow our minds, there's no doubt about it. Everything is green except Casper. Yep, that is true, and it sucks. But once more, again, if you don't believe in the project, you don't like Casper, I'm not telling you to stay involved. I'm not a financial advisor, do your own research and invest in your own projects. I just still believe in Casper. Despite it's correct, despite it's frustrating, I still believe in Casper. Jay Honey, life lesson here. Quick money is basically high risk gambling. Speculating equal lower risks is long-term cash. Casper is very much speculating rather than gambling. Yeah, Jay Honey's got a point there. He's got a point there. If you're looking for, if you're trying to make money quickly in the space, and then you want to follow meme tokens, you want to gamble, then fine, go for it. The best time to make money was obviously in the bear cycle. You just buy a project, keep DCing into it, and just hold and hold and hold. You know, that's the best time to make money. Now things are getting near all-time highs. It's a bit like it's kind of like boiling. It's like, oh, what's going to happen? What's going to go? What's going to go down? We don't know. It's like it's a tipping point, the boiling point. So now people are like, oh, so now I'm going to follow the candles. Everything's pumping right now. Everything's going up and down like one day after another. It's one project after another, just pumping all the time. But you want to try and find a project. And right now it's hard to do because it's so late. You know, well, I say late. You're still not seeing a new all-time high for Bitcoin just yet. But we are getting close. Look, we actually are still rallying. Almost 73k now. So you're getting very, very close. Who knows? If you see a new all-time high today, I'm going to lose it. I will lose it. I will laugh. But yeah, once more, we are. Yeah, Casper's one that again you want to maximize your profit in this game. You want to find projects that you have faith in, conviction in. So you got to understand why you hold your project basically. Whether it be Sui for its DeFi applications, Tau for its AI applications, Naka for its gaming applications, XRP for its utilization in the monetary system with governments, central banks, or Casper for its future, not anytime soon, but future in the monetary system with its DAG protocol. That's why I hold Casper. Casper has all the makings to completely change the space once it gets the adoption and technology out there. Because again, it's still not finished. All the other projects, for the most part, they finished developing. Well, there's not much more they can do to develop. Casper is still barely 10% completed development. Still haven't got 10 BPS just yet. Rust and Chaos 20 are the only significant things that Casper released just yet. You know, I mean, obviously the DAG protocol, I guess DAG as well, but like you've got DAG, Rust, 10 BPS. I haven't got DAG, Rust, Chaos 20. I haven't got 10 BPS yet. No DAG Knight, no smart contracts, no EVM roll up. Like you've got so much that's still incoming. Bert to the moon, yeah, man. Bert right now seems to be got a lot coming in for it. So yeah, Bert's looking very, very cool. Right now, if you look at Bert, currently got 491,000 24-hour trading volume, 3.2 million on market cap. Only been out for 16 days, you know, just over 2 weeks, and it's seemingly doing very, very well. So Bert is Bert's one of my top 5 memes right now on KLC20, alongside Nacho, Conan, Casper, and Casper Ghost. All the good news for Casper will come too late for the bull run. No, not necessarily. Because if that's in that regard, then you're meaning that 10 BPS. If 10 BPS doesn't come, then yes, but 10 BPS is going to happen in the bull cycle in Q1, so that's not true. Smart contracts, yes, I agree. Smart contracts probably will come too late. DAG Knight will come similar times. So yeah, DAG Knight and smart contract will come too late, but 10 BPS will happen in time. Count 20 has already happened, and more or less it's happening time and time again. Tier 1s, there will be some. I'm not sure if all, but some will happen in time. I'm confident Kraken will do it this year. We'll have to wait and see, of course. I'm very confident Binance will do it soon enough as well. I think most exchanges are waiting for 10 BPS still. So, one of the major ones being smart contract will happen too late. Yeah, I agree with you there. But 10 BPS is, again, a massive, massive catalyst that, you know, a very, very big good. That's going to happen in time. Like, technically speaking, 10 BPS is already ready. It's just the team, the devs are trying to make sure that it's really fine-tuned. There's going to be no problems. They're doing it very methodically, very slowly. So you look at the crescendo. I'll try and get it up right now, if I can spell it correctly, but I've got dyslexia, so we'll see. Nope. Oh, never mind. Wow, look at me go. That's not the right crescendo, though. That's not the right post. I mean, the crescendo, oh, here it is. Well, okay, it's a crescendo right here. You can see the, well, they don't know, okay, go away. I don't know why they removed the chart, because the chart made things a lot easier to see. But they moved the flow chart, so to speak. But the overview of it is right here. Ultimately, they've done the launch stabilization, they've done identity, they've identified the bottlenecks. So all that's left now is improvements, enhancing user experience, additional features, hard fork. Like it's just improvement. That's all it is from now. It's complete. So it will most likely happen on time in Q1. Even if it's too late, it'll be nice and right for the next one. Yeah, and that's also right. Actually. Even if the announcement come out too late, for the next one, it will do insane. Pionex, who is Bert Team. Pionex is who Bert Team was asking. Oh, okay, so it's Pionex. Thank you very much to let me know, John Scott, if it is Pionex. I mean, that's also good because Pionex, again, if you look at Nacho right now, Nacho, its volume's going insane. If you look at Nacho, that's mainly because of Pionex. Pionex is the one that's dominating right now. Pionex US and Pionex in general. So Pionex would probably be the biggest one. Especially for the American audience as well. So who Bert's asking for, that could be very, very big for Bert. True organic grown proof of work projects take time to relax. Rome was not built in a day. Wise words there from Cash Ching, 100%. Told you before, crypto rising up doesn't mean Casper will rise. Yeah, I know. If I disagree with you then maybe it's in heat at the moment. But Casper's proven itself throughout the whole bear market that it's pumped when Bitcoin's dumped. And again, sometimes it pumps at the same time, but Casper in itself is it's not the adoption, but at the same time, I still think Casper, when it does adoption, will rise. I don't think Casper's going to do nothing in the cycle. That would be surprising to me. Very surprising. If it happens, so be it. Will I be upset? Probably a little bit, but at the same time, I'm holding it, again, for multiple cycles to come. That doesn't bother me. And again, I still think Casper's going to rise. It's just, again, it's biding its time. If without a better choice of words. When Bitcoin goes on a really, really strong rally, Casper will probably consolidate, if not rise up higher. But Casper, again, what is Swede doing? 17% down. VCs are pumping it, huh? But yeah, again, for what Casper is and what the project's meant to be about, without any adoption, it's hard. And with the meme tokens right now still being the main drivers for Casper, like the main adoption for Casper, the price is going down because people are seeing. Oh, right now people are seeing. Oh, Bitcoin's pumping. Everything's gonna start pumping there. Let's now get into meme tokens. Because meme tokens are going to go more parabolic. That's what they're probably thinking. But Casper will come back. It will come back with all the features incoming very, very soon. Oyson Lee or Chris Kang, I'm pretty sure, mentioned that there were 2 new features coming to KRC20 Casplex very, very soon. Yeah. I hope everyone's excited for KRC20 season, but don't be overly enthusiastic and stay level-headed. I say it all the time. But we're all really excited about the new tokens, KRC20, but Casper still remains the foundation of our ecosystem, the main focus, and Casper team is about to introduce some new features that we'll definitely love. That's what we're still waiting for Casper. There's still a lot in to come. It's still very early. Bert Pionex, yep, that's huge, huge news. Not the only meme in Casper that is not AI, but actual art from the... Well, yeah, I mean, yeah. Again, I think Bert's going to do a decent in the cycle. For all the coppers, the reason people are panicking is because it's the 3rd time this year Casper went down while the market rallied. Yeah, again, it's a very logical thought process, and I don't disagree with that statement. But at the same time, it doesn't bother me. People who are leaving right now, the paper hands and jeeps who are selling Casper, fine, sell it. I'll buy the dips. I don't care. I still believe where Casper's going to go, and I'm going to have a whole massive celebration party and laugh at everyone when Casper starts pumping it. Everyone starts coming back again. Although I'm sure everyone's going to be very, very quiet, those who are fighting Casper. Hey, Casper's on CME. Oh, CoinMarketCap, that's big. Again, yeah, the adoption for KRC20 is once more going more and more. Getting on CoinMarketCap, getting on CoinGecko, getting on exchanges. Very, very big news. I hope you mentioned yesterday's token stick. I did not, but I did hear a stick when I was in my... I did hear a stick when I was looking through my timeline. I did not mint stick, no. There's a stick right now, $780,000 market cap. 278,000 24-hour trading volume right now. Yeah, I mean, got a significant amount of holders right now. If they decide not to sell, then maybe we see it go higher. I don't understand what stick really is, but well, stick men. Actually, no, I did see it. I saw on my timeline something about saying raid or something like that. I don't even know, but I did not do it. No, I mean, look, here's Casper Enthusiast right now. His thoughts on the current Casper price action. Due to many KRC20 tokens launches on Casper, there are an incredible number of mining rewards for miners. Many miners, especially the smaller ones, have made little profit in recent months from Casper because, again, it's not pumping in price, and now they're getting a lot of Casper, and their goal on the miners is to get quick RI first. So, right now the miners are going to KRC20 effectively to make their money, and they're selling off Casper. This creates a lot of selling pressure. Nothing has changed at Casper in the last few months. The block DAG is running smoothly. There's more and more new companies and people interested in Casper, and there's more big updates coming to Casper in the next few months. Last hard fork to 10 BPS, for example. Rumors, listing Kraken soon. Waiting for hard fork as well. Again, this is something I mentioned months and months back, that hard forks can cause problems. It's an intricate time where you're doing a hard fork, you basically rejigging the whole code, and this can cause complications with potentials for the code to go wrong, meaning you're going to just completely screw the whole thing up, or hackers can get involved. It's a more vulnerable time for the project, so hackers can get involved, bad actors get involved and take advantage of that. So therefore, some exchanges may decide to wait after the hard fork, after 10 BPS, before they get involved and list the project. Because it also means, like, if Kraken lists today, for example, or even just before 10 BPS, they're going to have to also team up with Casper to find out how to do the integration, how to do the hard fork, where Binance and Coinbase wait after 10 BPS. They haven't got to do that whole thing themselves. They just list Casper and it's fine. They haven't got to do any of the coding stuff themselves. They can just list it, but Kraken will have to do it themselves. But yeah, it's important not to judge a project on price alone. That's one thing I keep reiterating. Don't just look at price action. Don't be emotional, be logical. Think about what the project's trying to build. I'm not selling. Casper is not selling right here. Just try not to panic, effectively speaking. Right now, the price is dropping due to Counter-20 tokens just being the hype with Casper right now, the meme tokens, and therefore we are seeing the miners who are making profit from Counter-20 jumping to there right now because Casper's not making them profit and it's dumping more and more, and they're selling the Casper to get some money. Stop crying, try being a hex and pulse chain. I have heard a little bit about that. I'm sure they're struggling a little bit. Casper is the only coin that's down today. It doesn't instill much confidence, but we know Casper has its own timing. Yeah, completely right, Alif, 100%. Which website is the long-short ratio? I have a tab in my free Discord server, which not the tab, a channel called Useful Casper Websites, which also has a link to that in there. The website is coinglass.com. You go to coinglass.com, you go up to long shorts here, that tab there, you scroll down, and then this is normally Bitcoin, you click on it, just scroll down and go to Casper. But that's also in my Discord server. Well, the website's in the Discord server, that's where you got to go to it. I might make a tutorial if people really want to find out how to do it themselves. Clearly, price manipulation on Casper. Stay strong, people. Stay focused. 100%. I believe that much as well. I know it's scary, but we believe in the fundamentals of Casper. We will do well in this bull run. I truly believe that as well. KRI, again, what they're doing is going to be revolutionary. There's no doubt about it. Just buying those dips. You know it. There isn't any proof that there's any manipulation of the price. I mean, I guess I did say it's probably speculative, because this gives to be people just selling the product don't believe in it anymore. But I think it's logical to believe that, because nothing's changing Casper what they're doing, and the addresses are going higher and higher. So the adoption's still growing more and more of Casper, but the price is just dropping. So we're not seeing a drop in addresses or a drop in hash rate. Two of the main drivers that should mean the project's going to start dying. We've seen them grow more and more, so that means the project's not dying. We're just seeing the bigger holders sell it, which to me means they just don't want to get the project right now. They're trying to find other ways to make money, so it's being manipulated in that regard. The price manipulation just shows how vulnerable this project is. 12 years of research and a team like hasn't done just results in a dying project like Impatient, who's like... Okay, I read that too quickly, sorry. The price manipulation just shows how valuable this project is. 12 years of... Okay, valuable. Okay, I've read that as vulnerable. That's my fault. 12 years of research and a team like Casper hasn't done just result in a dying project like the Impatient who lack life experience says. I mean, yeah, once more, as I showcased showcased him yesterday, this is a post from Captain Sats, who showcases just for fun all the massive banks, central banks, who have quoted Casper's founder Sompolinsky in the research papers. Here from the Bank of Italy, Sompolinsky is there. Same thing in the Bank of Canada, Sompolinsky is there. This is back in 2018 as well. Back in 2018 he was quoted. Back in 2019 he was quoted. It's also here on the Bank of Finland, Dallas Fed, and European Central Bank, and I'm sure there's many more where Sompolinsky's been quoted. He is an expert in this space, well and truly an expert in this space. It is just, again, early. It's literally just early. That's all it is. Casper is correlated to Bitcoin only when it drops, not on the way up. Very strange. I mean, yeah, but at the same time, in the bear market, when Bitcoin's dropping, Casper went up. He just doesn't follow Bitcoin. Not religiously, like every other project does in the space. This is true. I wish some news soon. Yeah, again, I hope we see some big news for Casper soon, so the price starts pumping. Because as much as I'm happy talking about Casper time and time again, it does get a bit tedious saying time and time again, don't worry, don't get shaken out, it's coming, because that's what I believe. But it's just, it does get a bit repetitive saying that. But at the same time, it's the hoping I think you all want to hear. And it's not even what you hear, it's what I believe, what I truly believe, that Casper's time is coming. When? We'll have to wait and see. But I'm hoping it'll be in November. Do you have any idea why Casper price keep behaving like this right now? I believe it's manipulation. People, again, as I mentioned earlier in my stream, with KRC20 tokens coming out, meme tokens when they come onto a project, that normally causes the people in the community, so Casper community, will transfer to the meme tokens. That's where all the volatility is, where all the price action's at right now. So that's why we saw Casper, have a rally, KRC20 up here, and they've done that since release of KRC20 because the memes is where it's at right now. And especially as more lists are coming to the memes, it's going to probably continue in this fashion, staying down. But I'm hoping it will come back, like when the other stuff starts coming up for Casper again. It'll consolidate for 3 years and then boom to $1. If that happened, that would be interesting, but I doubt it'd do that much consolidation. That would be, well, just weird. Actually, there's another coin in sort of 100 that's red. It doesn't help anyways. I mean, there you go. Yeah, Casper's not the only one. Take that, fudders. Give me more likes, guys. Got mine in. Show some appreciation. He's being streaming every single day non-stop. For how long? Let's go with the likes again. Thank you very much, D Ford. Yeah, 90 days in a row. It's been a journey. I remember my first stream, even like it was yesterday, how terrible it was and how much I was struggling to talk for an hour straight. And also the fact that when I started my streams, I didn't know that I was being quiet for like the first 5 minutes, so I waited. My first streams were terrible, but it's come a long way since 3 months, and I hopefully keep improving from there on. So yeah, if you enjoyed the streams, leave a like, share with your friends, and subscribe for more. Nacho, dog with a hat, and a super low supply and low market cap. Have great community as well. Yeah, the meme tokens again. Community wise, they all have a very good community. That's what memes are. But memes need community to pump, so their community is normally very, very good. You are spot on. I'm about to sell a couple memes and start when Bitcoin starts correcting and roll profits into Casper and a couple of riskier memes that are gaining traction. I doubt Bitcoin's going to before the FOMC meeting. Yeah, I mean, again, it's seemingly doing very, very well. Like, it's really close. It is rallying. It has gone up since I started streaming as well, because obviously it was below that line, now it's above it. So maybe it does reach its all-time high, but I think it will make a breakout once the decision's been made. Casper's the future, 100%. Casper is dead, bro. No breakout imminent. If you believe that, man, then that's cool. Get out of the project. I don't care. Bingo Bang comes in right. It will have the strongest use case by institution and retail, a proof of work that eventually will be able to handle the transactions per second that Visa does. I believe so as well. So he has 100 billion token unlock in 4 days. That may cause a price drop then. Because more token unlock means, increase in supply. If demand's not rising with it, which, I mean, it may do, but if it's not rising with it, then the price might drop. We'll have to see though. I got Casper at 9 cents after 6. I got Casper at 9 cents after 69k Bitcoin. Wow. Well, again, even then, despite Casper's correcting behavior, which is, I'm sure, is very infuriating, you're still up, my man. So big up to you, Matty. What I'm scared about is the developers don't make a good time and launch 10 BPS, smart contract, stuff like that. If they wait too much or till one doesn't come till some months in the future. I get the worry behind that, yeah. When they're going to list again, it's really it's the ultimate question. When's it going to happen? When's it going to happen? I think the 10 BPS is going to happen at a convenient time. There's a lot of news about Q1 2025 being a very, very big time for crypto space, and Casper going to be launching in that time as well, which is quite convenient. KRI is going to be getting more involved, I'm sure. Smart contracts are going to probably happen next year, so probably a while from now. Tier 1s, Tier 1s is really the ultimate. Right now, Casper's got a lot incoming for it. The FOMO and belief in the project is still there for the most part, despite the FUD that's going right now. But the FUD, all projects have FUD. Bitcoin had FUD when it went from 74k all-time high, dropped down to 50k here. Still had FUD. Like, every project gets FUD. It's just what happens. But I think tier 1s is the one we're really waiting for. That's what we need. We need the tier 1s to see the price really rally. But I think that will happen soon enough. Thoughts on KRC20 tokens, and will they go up with Casper and follow, or you think people will sell when it goes back up to Casper? Good question, Jeepers. I think KRC20 is actually a good thing for Casper. It's jarring the price is going down, but it's a good thing because it means you're getting people who can make money through Casper who are frustrated with Casper right now. And it means that people who don't know of Casper right now, they've heard about the meme tokens, And people, there's a big meme community, of course, who love memes. They don't know of Casper. They heard about the memes because the memes, you've seen the likes of Casper Ghost and Nacho reaching, top 1 or top 5 on their respective exchanges, being CoinNext, being XT, being PiNext, whatever you name it. And then people are like, oh wow, these are doing incredible. What are these tokens? Look at them, these memes. Let's get involved in them. And they look into that and they look into Casper, like, oh wow, okay, it's Casper. Okay, maybe I'll get a little bit into it. That's why you've seen when KS20 was launched, we saw this peak to 435,000 addresses. Since then, since KS20, that's gone up to 500k. So we've seen the addresses jump, 65,000. Currently it's at 60,000 more than where it was at the launch of KS20, which was roughly about a month and a half ago. That's quite a considerable jump. 60k in what? Basically a k a day. It is actually a k a day. No, it's less than that. It's 45 days. So it's over a k a day of holders jumping into Casper. So I think the KS20 has been very, very good. And I think when Casper starts to rally as well, you might see those KS20 drop a little bit as you're cycling profit back into Casper to make money on that. But I think, again, with Casper rising, it's going to help KS20, and same thing vice versa. KS20 is going to help the adoption for Casper go more and more, and that's going to help Casper price rise in due time. And then when that happens, it'll help KS20 bring about more and more as well. Do you think tier 1s are engineering a low price to stack on Casper for imminent listing? I think that's possible as well. I think it's possible. Again, a lot of these tier 1s probably want to get cheaper Casper to list the project and understand more about it. They don't want money after all. So I think it's possible. Yeah, frustrating as hell. Very frustrating. Casper is up to something like 60k percent in 2 years, or holding at 11% strong. I do think it's dead. I don't think it's dead at all. Far from it. I agree, Bingo Bango. I think Casper is planning something devious. Casper has a predictable pattern. It goes on, zoom out, and you look at what it does. Has a massive correction, dipping like 3 or 4 times. It's not enough concern. Again, my opinion. I mean, yeah, but you look at zoom out once more, you see it. Correction here, rally up to new all-time highs, correction here, and then correction here. It has numerous correction cycles, and then look even further back. You can see the other elements of correction. Casper goes up, has a nice rally, comes down. Goes up, comes down. Goes up, comes down. Like it's not a boom project. Nothing goes up, just up. Casper's one of the best ones to just keep going up. It's probably the hardest time it's been for a whole year, but Casper's had ups and downs. It's just, flatlining a little bit more, I guess, right now. But I'm still not worried about it myself either. I'm on Casper only 10 months, the whole time 0% evaluation. I have high hopes that next week, November 7th, third anniversary of Casper will get good. I mean, also, we have seen time and time again in November seems to be a very, very good time for Casper as well. Again, we'll have to see if it actually turns out that way. But if you look right now, November started here. This is November 4th. That's when Bybit listed around that time. Casper pumped. Go a little bit further back. We've got November here. November 2nd. Casper pumped. Right here. So November seems to be historically quite a good time for Casper as well. So November could be, right here we saw Casper pump from around here to here in November. 420%. And then obviously this here was the 3x in November as well. In a span of a month. So potentially November could be that bullish time for Casper, where Casper just jumps very quickly from, 10 cents up to like 30. Who knows? We'll have to wait and see. What's up, Raymond? Welcome to the stream, my man. It's great to see community still keeping their heads above water during this time frame. Please note, none of us have experienced a bull run. So none of us can prediction we need to hold on to. Yes, again, people might have experienced a bull run before, but Casper itself as a project has not experienced a bull run, so the peak for Casper is truly the sky's the limit. No one actually knows. We're still very, very early. So, and again, when projects enter their first crypto cycle, their first bull cycle, they tend to be the most volatile. How do you ask questions on that live screen? If you talk about what I'm doing right now, there's just I did some research, found out how to do it, and then I basically have a pop-out chat here that I just click and it comes up on the screen. I looked it up. There are other ways to do it, I'm sure, but that's just how I looked it up. I got that done, I think, like after 2 weeks of streaming. Someone asked me, can you show the stuff on screen? That's what I did. It took me a while. I mean, actually, it took me about... It was quite frustrating to get it sorted out because I didn't understand what I was doing, but it took me about 2 hours, and then I got it sorted out, and it's it's been relatively smooth sailing since. But maybe I'll upgrade again soon because some other stuff I could be implementing. I think if you do what is easy, life becomes hard. If you do what is hard, life becomes easy. Oh, yeah, that's profound as hell, Raymond. 100%. Yeah. If you take life on the easy road, it gets harder for you in the late run. But if you put in the grind now, the hard work now, later on in your life, it's smooth sailing. You haven't got to worry about anything. That's why that's why now I'm working as hard as I can. Researching constantly, so I can have that ability to just sit back and relax in 10 years on my Casper holdings and just chilling. The best is still to come for Casper, 100%. This clock hit me that after the big pump from launch, the market wants to test $10 support. When we are there, we all know Casper has a place in the bull run. I'll wait for this anyways. On second thought, it's a good idea. I like that theory. Yeah, I think it's possible that maybe after Casper losing the 12-cent support level, which I thought could be a strong level after the Israel and Iran situation conflict continuing and developing more, we saw it come down further to 11 cents because it was here the whole time as a level of resistance at 12 cents, and then the whole situation happened in Israel, came down further, testing 11 cents. It probably will test 10 cents potentially again, not financial. It's not. I see it as a possibility, and then we'll see it maybe start making a rally from there. We'll have to wait and see. I'm hopeful that Casper's bottom is 11 cents, but we'll have to wait and see. Again, November seems to be a very, very bullish month for Casper, so that's incoming very, very soon. We've got FOMC meeting in about 8-9 days, elections in a week from now, and much more to come for November as well, I'm sure. Maybe we get cracking as well, who knows. If not, I'm sure I've heard something about it being in December. But again, there's more bullish news to come very, very soon. Of course, in 10 days as well, it's going to be my 100th stream. That would be very, very cool. But with that being said, I know not the news we all want to hear, but Casper in itself as a project I still think is very, very strong. And it will come back. Just have some faith, do your own research of course, come chill chat and learn more in my free Discord server, link in the chat description and also on my YouTube homepage. And keep doing your research, man. Everyone is scared from a month or two of negative price action, say people who don't have sold Bitcoin because it dropped from $200 or $200, yeah. Lack of conviction, paper hands, dead cheaters. And they're the same people who call us lucky when the Casper just pump again. We're not lucky, we have conviction and we knew what we hold. That's all it is. With that being said, again, if you enjoy the streams, be doing these daily, leave a like, share with your friends and subscribe for more. And I'll catch you all same time tomorrow. Thursday will be a different time, probably earlier.